Hello everyone, this is Ginger. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a little different. I am going to show you some footage that happened earlier in the week and talk about it in post. So let's get to it. So where I live, there's this big fair. And when I say big, I mean the whole city shuts down, school's not in session. It's quite large. And I work in the downtown area, and on Friday of the fair, they always do a parade, which means they do road closures. So I tried looking up exactly what roads were going to be closed at what point and at what time, and unfortunately I couldn't really find anything. So I tried to use my memory from the year before, and I left a little bit early just in case. But as soon as I got to the road where I was supposed to turn right, which is right here, I find that I can't go that way. So now I'm like, gosh dang it, what do I do? In hindsight, I should have just done a U-E and gone the other direction. But as I'm not the best with directions, I ended up just going forward. So for me on the motorcycle, not having directions, not being able to quickly access them. Granted, I knew in this scenario it didn't really matter because they weren't going to show me road closures. Or at least I didn't think they did. And I ended up going back and looking, and they weren't shown. So I just decided to wing it a little bit. And I kind of knew vaguely where I wanted to go. I just had to figure out how to get there. And what I found was traffic. Lots of traffic, and I had to figure out, but I had to utilize some of my slow maneuvering speeds. I did a couple U-turns and a lot of throttle work, clutch work, as the traffic slowed. And this is about where it started to slow down. Now, one thing I noticed when I'm trying to move at really slow pace, like first gear, just using the clutch, maybe a little bit of the throttle, is it's difficult for me to keep a straight line. I find that I'm kind of having to move a little bit to have balance. So I guess that's something that I kind of need to work on, is those, 3 mile per hour speeds. Oh, look, a butterfly. Oh man, it went away. So that's the other thing that happened this week, is it's butterfly season. And normally I think it's incredibly beautiful. There's just millions of butterflies floating around. They're usually not out in this morning time. They're usually as I'm leaving work. And honestly, I was so excited when I was like, oh man, this is going to be so great, riding a motorcycle and being able to surrounded by butterflies. That's not how it happens. That is not how it happens. How it happens is you kill lots of butterflies. They are just coming at you, and you can just feel them all over your body, getting hit, leg, helmet, whatever. Anytime I didn't have my full visor down, they'd like fly straight into my helmet. Overall, I mean, it's not bad. It just wasn't as beautiful as I thought it was going to be, and more of a slaughterhouse than anything. So now we are trying to make our way to one of the main streets, and there's just cars everywhere, parked, I don't even know for how long. Just everyone getting ready to go see that parade. People will, the night before, go out, lay out their chairs and everything, and it's a community parade filled with all the kids from high school and local businesses, and marching bands and everything. So it's starting to clear up here, and unfortunately though, they've blocked off every single access road. So I just keep on heading straight, which is fine because the main road I had to get to anyways, I knew was over there, because they blocked off essentially the entire downtown area. So I knew I was gonna have to go all the way to the boundaries of the downtown and make a circle to get back around to the other side. I was just hoping for a little bit of a faster speed. Technically, I still made it to work on time, so go me. But that's only because I left a little bit early. So, all right, so I'm cutting out a lot just because it's the same thing over and over again. But this took me probably about 10 minutes just to get to this point from where it was stopped on the bridge. Everybody seems to be turning right here, but it's still slow. So I was like, well, I still have to go one more street over. So I decided to go straight until I realized that can't go out that way. So there's a U-turn. And then I'm sitting here looking at my options, trying to figure out what to do. So that road to the left was going to put me back into downtown, and that's not the street I wanted. I needed one street up. So I figured I'd go this way and turn right to the next street. However, I should have gone down this street, but I was like, oh, let's try the next one for some strange reason. And at this one, I realized again, I cannot go right because it is a dead end. But it's a pretty dead end all the same. So making a U-turn again. And now we're going to go back to that street and turn left. From there on, it was pretty smooth sailing again. I had to go all the way to the opposite side of the downtown and then find my way the back way. So now I know for next year which ways not to go and a couple ideas for which ways to go. So the next thing I wanted to show you was that same day going home. So the day before, when I went to leave work, it was traffic and I did another U-turn and went the back way or the roundabout way. But today I was like, oh, there's no traffic. That's interesting. Let's start going this way. And when I say there was no traffic, I meant there was no traffic as soon as I was leaving work. But I soon caught up to where the traffic was. All in all, it wasn't too bad, but I just wanted to show you a little glimpse of the outside of the fair. And then show you the line of cars waiting to get in. So that's the entrance to the parking lots provided by the fair. And here are the cars. Just wanted to show you a little glimpse of my town and a little bit of stuff that I learned. I definitely need to still work on those parking lot maneuvers. Also, stay tuned for the next video next week. There might be a surprise. Until then, see you on the next one.